stolen water tastes sweet. Food eaten in secret tastes delicious. So when you do wrong and you get away, it's a thrill, that feeling. But what comes with that thrill and that feeling, what comes with that is experience. What comes along with that is learning. You see, repetition is the mother of skills, which means the more you do something, the better you get. It's like stealing cookies. Your parents have a cookie jar, they tell you, okay, no cookie until after supper. But the cookie looks so enticing. It's calling your name, so you go in there, no one's in the kitchen. You just go there, screw the top up quietly, and you take one cookie, you screw the jar back on quietly, and dash out the kitchen. And you eat the cookie. And for some strange reason, stolen cookie always tastes good. So, that one was good. You got away. And so you go back for another one. And this time you get not one cookie, but you get 2 cookies this time. So you get your 2 cookies, you slip back off, and you eat that. But that was so good, you gotta go back for another one. And this time you get 4. Until eventually you go back and you run off with the whole cookie jar, like a real cookie monster. And so this is how I started. I started out first in terms of petty street armed robberies, robbing places on the streets, until eventually I was running the stores, and now one day I'm sitting back and I'm watching an armored car vehicle. I often say to individuals, I didn't just roll out of bed one day and decide to rob an armored car vehicle. That came about as a result of other smaller successes that I would have done and gotten away with. And now I have the confidence to believe that I can now take on an armored car vehicle with 2 armed security guards, because I know I have the hardware. Before I lost my sight, I had some 8-armed guns, bulletproof vests, and a synchronized walkie-talkie. I thought that I was the top dog. And so, I came home, my mother's telling me not to go. Across the street, I had my 2 accomplices waiting on me, and I said to her, I can be right back. I stepped past her, pick up my gym bag that had my bulletproof vest, and as I'm walking out the door, she repeats the same thing. Drexel, stay home. Don't go out. And with one foot on the outside and the other foot on the inside, I looked my mother back in her eyes, not knowing that this was going to be the last time I was ever going to see her again. And I said to her, Mommy, I can be right back. Trust me. I can be right back. You see, I had gotten so good in the area of crime, and particularly in committing armed robberies. Many times I used to read the Monday paper and the police force, and I used to read all my crimes that I would have done on the weekends. Wow. And the police used to say, oh, we fought him in several leads. And I used to be laughing to myself. What lead they fought him in? Because they sure don't have me arrested. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry for that fellow. They get locked up. But I hate to be in your shoes. But I got so good to the point that I remember boasting in my heart that there's no way in the world the police could be able to arrest me and charge me for a crime that I would have done if they didn't caught me red-handed. That's how good I thought I was. Half an hour later, to 45 minutes, I was lying on the ground with 4 gunshot wounds to my body. I was shot to my head, and that is when all the lights went out for good. Shot to my right shoulder, my left back, and my thigh. And I can remember one of the officers was checking the contents of my gym bag. I did nothing but a bulletproof vest on. And I remember him snickering. Because when he was checking it, I was unconscious, and by him moving the bag, I hear him snicker and say, boy, you should have had your vest on, this wouldn't happen. But those shots were meant for me. Because even I had my vest on, it didn't protect my head. I was shot to the very top part of my shoulder. The bulletproof vest doesn't cover that part. I was shot to my back. It would have protected me from some of the pellets, but there would have still been damage. And I was shot to my left thigh. Those shots had my name written all over it. Simply because I didn't listen. I didn't take heed to my mother's warning. This is why it states in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 2, honor your mother and your father, for it's the first commandment with a promise. And what is that promise? That it will go well with you. And you will live long on the land in which the Lord your God has given to you. Young people, did it go well with me? No, it didn't. You see these grace marks on the side here? These marks here? The Bible didn't put them there. They graze marks on body. That was how close I came that night to die. All because I didn't listen. Didn't take heed to my mother's warning. And so young people, one of the best ways that you can show honor, one of the best ways you can show respect to your parents is simply by obeying their words. My next point. Choose your friends wisely. See, the friends you run with today will determine the person you become tomorrow.